Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 15th of February 2019. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Truth Seekers Tarot for today's reading. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of. So while I shuffle the cards, I just tune in and ask the cards what energy Friday the 15th is going to be about, and the cards then give me a very detailed answer. So these readings are for everyone who watches. They're for all signs of the zodiac. And if you like my videos, please share them online. That would be greatly appreciated. So let's have a look. At what's coming up. Okay. We've got the Seven of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Two of Swords in reverse. All right, interesting. The Seven of Cups represents a journey here, going somewhere, discovering something new, going after one of your desires. The Six of Swords also usually has to do with travel and moving and taking your thoughts and ideas with you and going through the gates and landing somewhere else. The Two of Swords is in reverse, but usually it's a woman sitting there with her arms folded. She's blindfolded. She doesn't know what's going on. She's defensive and she has no idea of how to move forward in any way. So that's reversed. So the door's open. So we've got a lot of gate cards here today. So there's an actual gate here. The open ocean is endless. I mean, you can end up in Miami or in India or in Hong Kong with this. And these two swords opening are also a gate. So today is a day where what's definite is that you're going to make progress and that you're going to travel based on your feelings. Now, the Seven of Cups usually is about fantasizing and thinking about different things that you could pursue and looking at your desires and saying, maybe I want power, maybe I want love, maybe I want to pursue freedom. But what I get with this, and the fact that it's in boats really, is the freedom to choose what it is you really want to do, to be creative, and to have the freedom to love the experience of life, to love the experience of having the freedom to go wherever you want, loving yourself by giving yourself this time to just pursue something that you desire. You know, if you've got a 9 to 5, you're not going to be on that boat, are you? You're going to be in the office working. So this is really a gift to yourself where you're able to explore the world in the way that you want. And if you take that as a metaphor, to explore your own world and to explore the people in your world and to explore who you love, what you love. Remember that cups is the element of water, and the element of water rules everything from spirituality to intuitive and psychic ability, creativity and self-expression, which is ruled and governed by Venus, the planet of love. So love in itself, and nurturing and taking care of people in your life who you love, who you want to take care of, who you want to help. And it's an act of love to be there for those people. So you have some time for yourself to really look at those things, to pursue them. The Six of Swords, we've usually got a woman and a child sitting in a boat moving forward, going from one place to another and taking their worries with them, taking the negative thinking with them, and being kind of in a negative situation that they have to escape from. In this case, we've got a fortress And we've had the fortress be attacked. Now, the attack has failed. You can see the armor here crumbling. You can see a sword in the ground. You can see the sword here in the side of the church. And you've got one sword hanging over this whole thing like a sword of Damocles. So there's a sense of not being able to move forward on this day if there is something negative hanging over you. And what that then does is it causes you to address the negative thing that's hanging over you. And because you've got crystal clear clarity today in terms of your ideas and thinking, you can deal with the fundamental cause of the stress that you're experiencing. So a sword of Damocles hanging over you could be 10 grand on a credit card bill, which is maxed out and you're really stressed about. It could be a legal situation, a custody, and you don't know how it's going to go yet. It could be unemployment and you're looking for work and you're not receiving any offers. It's that kind of stress. So with the Two of Swords being opened up and creating a doorway for you, if you have any of those problems or any kind of issues that cause you stress and worry and mental anguish, you're not going to be as focused as you are today for quite a long time. So use this opportunity, this gateway, to walk through and to deal with the ultimate cause of your stress. So whether you call the credit card company and say, do you know what, I can't pay this, can we work out a payment plan because I'm really sinking here? And that's likely to turn out well. I mean, just in that example, because the company wants their money back. And if you call them in good faith and if you say, can we work out a payment plan because I'm going to default on this debt, then they're going to work with you because ultimately they want their money back. If you have a sort of court situation, then make sure that you lawyer up and that you fight what you want. You fight for what you want, and you really try and do everything you possibly can to resolve the situation in your favor. And once you've done everything, you've hired the lawyers, you've presented the case, then hand it over to the universe and say, I've done everything I can, and the outcome is now in the universe's hands, because I have no control over this. I have no control over people, places, and things. I can only do the best I can, and then the rest I will hand over. I'm not going to sit here and worry. So with that clarity, you can address the problems that are haunting you. And it's not just buildings that are haunted. People can be haunted as well. You know, like the corridors and the attics in houses that are haunted and scary. We have corridors and attics in the deepest, darkest recesses of our minds, which can be haunted and very spooky to go into by yourself. So today you have the courage to go to those places, to do the best you can. That doorway is going to open up, or it's going to transform into this card where you're going to say, okay, I've left this situation alone. That's going to take care of itself. I'm now turning away from this. I'm getting on my boat and I'm exploring emotionally. So this is a day of letting go of your worries. First of all, addressing them though. So if anything is stressful in the morning, or if you have to call the real estate agent in the morning, or if you have to call the tax people in the morning to get something sorted out, do that in the morning. You really can deal with it. You're crystal clear. Handle that by making phone calls, sending in the forms. And then for the rest of the day, allow yourself the freedom to say, I've dealt with something that I'm really scared of, or that really causes me a lot of worry. and pat yourself on the back and say, well done for handling that. Because other people, you know, some people, they get the credit card bills through the door and they put them in a drawer and they don't open them ever, and they never ever look at them because they're frightened. You've done the right thing today. You've looked at what's concerning you. You've addressed it. You've handled it. You've done all you can. Now it's in the universe's hands. And give yourself the reward and the pat on the back and the embrace to say, I've dealt with something really scary today. I'm now going on a fun trip to explore my life, to explore the people who are in my life, to see if I can do something fun. Maybe I paint, or I write, or I like to go hiking, or I've got a couple of friends I can go out with, or I can actually go on a trip and go see a beautiful garden and go sit there and meditate because it's a beautiful sunny day, and I'm going to enjoy the freedom that I have in my life. And that's really the best thing to do, because these things are not something you have control over. So why bother hitting your head against the wall when it's not going to make a difference anyway? Explore the things you love. So there's the potential to really resolve fearful, difficult circumstances today. And there's the opportunity to experience a surprise, a real gift, something like Valentine's Day, just a little bit later. That because you're out and about exploring, you're in the botanical gardens looking at all the luscious palm trees and the orchids, and you look up and there's someone who you either know, who's a friend, or someone who's going to become a friend or a person of interest, like a lover or a partner. Because remember, cups rule love, they rule romance, and they rule anything kind of spiritual and anything that's good for you and that nurtures you and other people. Yes, so really be disciplined today and split the day into halves and deal with the difficult kind of paperworky official stuff either in the morning or in the evening. I would do it in the morning to get it out of the way, and then use the rest of the day to really reward yourself for dealing with difficult things that other people would not be able to, and just say, well done for being so strong and courageous. And the 3 cups here on the sails, 3 represents new beginnings and communication. So because of this communication that you do, something new is going to start. You'll receive a gift from the universe and something positive is going to happen. You're going to bump into something really pleasant, an unexpected, lovely and positive surprise. 7 and 6 is 13, and 2 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6, and 6 is a temporary opportunity. It's a door opening. It's a ship that's ready to go that you can hop onto and sail away with. So there's an opportunity here for you to really experience something positive in terms of your emotional and in terms of your love life. So don't snooze and don't miss that opportunity. Really go for it and make the most of the day. So I hope you have a wonderful Friday. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology in my readings. The way I just added up the numbers with the tarot, I combine all 3 in my readings. The astrology chart is a snapshot of the sky at the moment you were born. I need your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, order a chart rectification with me. I can work out the time. Once I have all that info, then I draw up the chart, and that shows me everything about you. Your life purpose, your vocational aptitudes, was destined in love, finance, travel, and when these things are going to happen, when you're going to move, when things are looking up financially, or if there's anything you need to be warned about or aware of, or when the best time is to meet someone new, that kind of thing. So if you have any questions for me, then get in touch via the website for a personal reading. Have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.